Hello everybody and welcome back to more of the World of Warships series. Up to date now. So I'm gonna have to look back through the other recordings I've done and see if there was anything of any particular note I should make mention of. Now, there's a Star Trek event going on. We're gonna be playing a lot of that, but first we have a little bit of housekeeping to do. Black Friday has started. Don't bother with these. If you want a ship from the Black Friday event, just buy it. Now, these aren't exactly the best deals on the more expensive ships that are in the armory. I'd honestly say not bother with, say, like Napoli B or Yoshino B or Awami B or Pomeran B or Kearsarge B or Black B. But I could see an argument for Alaska B. This is probably one of the best ships in the game. It was removed from sale for a reason. Namely, that reason being you could get it for free back in the day. Because if Alaska had been a premium, yeah, it still would have been here. But this was a free XP cruiser that I was like 100,000 free XP away from getting when it was removed. I'm totally not still salty about that. Asashio B is probably the best performing tier 8 destroyer. Probably one of the best performing destroyers in the game. Because it may just look like an unassuming Japanese destroyer. These hurt. You also don't see them until they're right on top of you. And this gives it basically best-in-class concealment. And something you're not seeing from there, it has a torpedo reload booster. Sashio is just dumb. Personally, I would never pick up Atago. It's just not good. Grab like Cossack instead. I know it's a destroyer, but it may as well be a cruiser. Sims B is always a decent option. It's a pretty cheap ship. Like, not gonna lie, that is pretty cheap. Like, if we pop over here to the doubloons, like, that's not a lot. Looking at the doubloon prices is probably a lot more helpful to you guys because, like, I'm pretty sure this is showing values in Canadian dollars. So if these values do not match yours, our economy is suffering. It has been since an economist ran our country. But that's beside the point. But, yeah, I also wouldn't... I wouldn't pick up, like, Brisbane B or Azuma B. Maybe Alabama B, but I'm pretty sure you can just buy regular Alabama. Like, 87.50. That is cheaper than regular Alabama. But, I mean, it's Alabama. Don't bother with Scharnhorst B. I will show you why in a moment. Atlanta is an obnoxious cruiser to deal with, but is also very difficult to play. Don't bother with Lazo. You know you can get it for free. The carriers, I would avoid Saipan. The others are fine. I would avoid Saipan. Saipan struggles from her gimmick. Usually a gimmick makes a ship stronger. Saipan's gimmick makes her a lot harder to play without making her a huge amount stronger. Because these aircraft are the same ones you'll find stock on Midway. These are stock tier 10 aircraft on a tier 8. Except that's a 2-minute reload and you only have 9. That's a... I think it's a 3-minute reload? Almost? No. 3-minute would be 180. That's like 2.5 minutes. And that's about 2.5 minutes. You can get this recharge down a little bit, but you only have 9 of each aircraft. They take absolutely forever to recharge, and your attack wings are honestly not that big. Well, I suppose these aren't the stock planes. These are Midway's Tiny Tims, but still, like, you're dropping 4 torpedoes at 64.67 for damage. Or you could be dropping 4 torpedoes for 54 that travel much faster, go further, and admittedly still take a while to recharge, but recharge faster, and you have 36 of them. Like, these are 4 HE bombs for 88. Or you could play Saipan and have, you know, admittedly still 4 for more damage, but get that recharge and that number of them. And you're going to be losing them. Like, it's going to happen. A Dallas could take out 1 or 2 of your planes, and that's a tier 6 AA cruiser. Like, but okay, enough of the black ships. If it's a premium you can't get for free otherwise and you really want it, Black Friday is a pretty good time to pick them up. I would never bother with these containers. Like, the containers do have ships in them that you can't purchase otherwise. I will give that. But, you know, like, looking through this, I did not see Massachusetts anywhere. Or Jean Bart. I mean, I can understand. Yeah, neither of them are here. So yeah, the only way to get those is gambling. I wouldn't, unless they're going to be in here. Nah, this is where Smolensk is going to be. I don't understand why they're doing things like this. But we have new ships here. We have Karl Johan, only available for doubloons, sadly. Anhalt, the ship that is now making me question if I actually want to pick up that cruiser or not. Scharnhorst 43, it looks like it's just for doubloons, but nope, it's for coal. Same with, we also have Stored 43, which is, it's alright. The fact this is for coal is why you should just not bother with Scharnhorst B. This is not a lot of coal. These guns are marginally worse. These secondaries are better. And not by a small amount either. They have basically the same damage per minute, but a decently higher fire chance. You also get a engine boost, as well as these torpedoes reloading basically within 2 gun salvos. They still only go 6 kilometers, but that's fine. Like, they're for punching the enemy in the face, and you can get it for as low as 63,000 coal. Like, that's nothing. Anhalt over here is also German. Also has torpedoes. It has 4 single mounts. I believe it's 1 on the front and then 1 on the back of each side. Yeah. And it has 15 350mm guns with effectively cruiser armor piercing in them. It's effectively heavy cruiser AP, but it works. It gets the job done. And this is definitely what is making me question if I want to pick up that cruiser, because Anhalt would probably work better for generating silver, but for the time being, our silver generation woes have kind of been solved. Also, we do have some premium time we can pick up, because every time there's a big patch, there's always a free day of premium time given out. The Pan American battleships have also come out of early access, so they can be researched now. So if I really felt like grinding down that line once we got there, we could. I don't think I will, because that's a good line. I mean, the French battleships are a good line too. Same with the British ones, but exactly. I don't want another good line of battleships. Honestly, I don't think there has been a bad line of battleships. even the Italian battleships, which are just kind of okay, are still good compared to what everyone else has to deal with. Grumble, grumble. But yes, Star Trek event. We're going to be playing the crap out of this. You get, I mean, for one, a long list of rewards. Like a long list of rewards. I'm probably going to be getting through the entirety of this first track today. Not in this episode, but definitely today, recording day. Because I love this event. We have 3 ships to choose from. The Dederadex Destroyer, the Tuju Bird of Prey, and the Tapao Battleship. There is also the Enterprise D, but we have not unlocked it yet. I am going to address an elephant in the room. This is a battleship. This is arguably a bird of prey, but not this design of bird of prey. And it was a bird of prey that was basically the inspiration to name the Tuju fighter. So, is it a fighter? Is it just a reference to a named bird of prey? Hard to tell, but, you know. And this is pretty much, it's really the only properly named Vulcan ship, so I can't give Wargaming any crap there. Though what I will make mention of what would have made the most sense, in my opinion, would be Klingon Battleship, Romulan Cruiser, Vulcan Destroyer. That would have made the most sense to me, given the Vulcans are pacifist scientists. The Romulans tend to, while they build big-looking ships, they tend to not actually be that big. And the Klingons want to punch you in the face with the biggest gun they can get a hold of. So, you know. But yeah, we have these options. In equipment, they get different things that can be used. Like, this starts with 3.2 second reloading guns that fire a, I can't actually, right, no, it's right down here. That basically fire a heavy explosive shell, which deals light damage. It has really high velocity. Everything in here has really high velocity. You better be ready for that. Man, I've been talking for like 13 minutes and we haven't even gotten into a battle yet, so I'm just going to jump into battle with this thing and I'll explain the others later. We have a shield regeneration because you have shields. We have a smoke. We have an engine boost. We have Nadion particle pulses, which are basically torpedoes. Just going to start with the destroyer and let's go. These will be probably insta-pops. And I know I've already said this, but welcome to the best way of us making silver. Our silver generation issues have been solved. Now, what we are going to be wanting to do is basically there's going to be random control points spawning all over the map. We need to defend those. We don't know where they're going to spawn until they spawn. We only need to defend 3 of them. We get extra rewards if we defend all of them. So obviously people are going to ignore most of them. Okay. So, we now have some things. Some boggy boos to shoot at. I'll probably be dealing with the ones on the left. That's a laser. It doesn't shoot over islands. It shoots a straight line. It shoots a straight line, my friend. These are really high velocity torpedoes, basically. Everything in this mode is high velocity. They also deal pretty low damage to shields, because you'll notice the enemy has shields too. I love how everyone's freaking out about the torpedoes in this mode, as, oh man, because there are photon torpedoes, which are basically guided torpedoes. And everyone's freaking out like, oh man, Wargaming's testing guided missiles. I missed. Let's get all those launched. Didn't miss that time. I honestly feel like Wargaming is testing extra health bars more than anything. Maybe that's just me, but that's kind of what it feels like they're testing. I'd like my shields back, thanks. Ah, crap. Assured detection. Teammates? Teammates. Teammates, please. Yeah, I'm dead. I am just dead. No, I won't. I won't sass them. Have they not heard of the W key? Jesus Christ, boys. You're all in battleships. This is a loss. Okay. Battle on. I want to get a win in each of these ships. That's going to be a loss. I don't understand how people cannot understand how to press their W keys that badly. This is not a mode for hiding behind islands. All of our weapons are high velocity. You can't shoot over a small ridge. The lasers wouldn't be able to shoot over that, probably. Like, what I'm directly looking at, that little, like, beach, would probably be enough to stop the lasers.
The time for action is now. Let the battle commence. Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
I almost want to, until proven otherwise, just not push forward. But I need to push forward because I need to be able to get to over here. Like, I can't just sit back. Sitting back does not work. Man, I knew EU players were not going to be as good as the NA players on average because there's just simply more of them. That's nothing against EU people. That's literally, there's more players, so the average player is going to be just worse. There's no way around that. Like, think of it this way. If you have a room with, you know, only 100 idiots, but there's 5,000 people, that's not many. If you have a room with, say, you know, 10,000 idiots, but there's only 20,000 people, that's a lot of idiots. You know, even though the number of non-idiots is higher as well, the number of idiots is also higher, and the percentage of them is higher. Okay, I wasn't paying too much attention, but I think there was a Borg spawn down there. This is more or less my primary armament for now, so... You'll notice armor doesn't really matter. Like, we are scoring citadels on a battleship from a destroyer. You know. It follows Star Trek logic. Armor really just doesn't matter. We get some salvage, which I will come grab. Torpedoes also follow Star Trek logic, so I'm going to wait to recover my shields for a quick moment. Recovering them now. So I take basically no damage from that. We do have to still deal with our firing penalty, which kind of sucks. Especially because there's another one and I can't replenish my shields. So I'm just going to be doing this, thanks. And then hoping I don't eat that from that guy eating it. Okay, it has been launched. There we go. I'm gonna engine boost to get back into my smoke. But yet, these guns are stupid high velocity. They might take some getting used to not miss with them. Don't worry, you will get there, you know. They take some time, but you'll get there. Man, everyone is like crowding my smoke and making this very difficult. Okay, baby boys, you're all over here. There's Borg coming from behind us, so I guess I'll be going to see about dealing with that. Now, if I was on my main account, I would have no worries at all about what I'm about to do, but the fact I'm not on my main, thus I don't have all my fancy tools that I have on my main, you know. Come on, baby boys. That'll be a destroyer, probably. Yep. Come on, I really want you dead. Thank you for dying. You could have left me with my shields, but thank you for dying, I guess. Okay. I actually care about having my shields up. This is weird. This is mostly just so I can get my, my torpedoes reloaded. Probably turned too much. Oh hey, more coming this way. Neat. And now I'm undetected again. Okay. Can I make this turn to the right? Maybe. Hey, there's someone running the support battleship. Okay. That's pretty rare, actually. Man, I wish this thing had a smaller turning radius. Just marginally smaller. Like, I'm literally getting as small of a turning radius as I can, and I'm probably gonna get caught out here. By that little guy. Yep, because here comes the torpedoes. At least they're coming first, so I can save my shield regen. Ow. Yeah, let's just use that. I'm glad that smoke stuck around. Okay, is he moving? He is, but in reverse. Let's do that. Those might actually hit. They probably won't actually, because it's going behind the island. I didn't even notice. Okay. Again, if this was my main, I wouldn't be worried about taking on a battleship on my own. But I kind of am. And no one picked up that piece of salvage. At least we do have 4 pieces of salvage, but still, no one picked up the easiest one there was there to pick up. Really? I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but I still am. Oh, there goes his shields. If I thought he'd be being spotted by somebody else, I would smoke up and open fire on him, but I don't think he is, because there's no secondaries peppering in at him. I might need to smoke up anyway. There we go. Now someone else is spotting him. And we did it. Not the most amazing start, but we did it. I mean, this was better than that last one we ran, so, you know. I don't know how much I was actually talking through that, but rewards! Okay, I guess they did win that other one. This is pretty hard to lose, I guess. Or is that just the 5-star reward? I can't honestly tell. And we probably just completed a lot of missions. Like, probably a lot. Because there's the expedition to the north back. So we just did a lot of that. We have Eye Captain going on. We got the Halloween missions going on. There's a lot going on. Yeah, who cares? And we just got our 15,000 coal. Neat. I don't really care at this moment. Yeah, they lost. We now have this cube, the Borg powerhouse, the pinnacle of the collective's advancement, and one of the most formidable craft to have ever roamed space. The Borg cube can reach approximately 3 kilometers in length and accommodate crew of countless drones. Transwarp capable and possessing a vast array of weapons, this spaceship can destroy or assimilate almost anything in its path. In the Battle of Wolf 359, the Borg demonstrated their ruthless power, leaving Starfleet on the brink of devastating defeat, as one Borg cube managed to destroy almost every ship in the fleet. The aftermath of this battle prompted the United Federation of Planets to urgently develop strategies to repel future Borg assaults. And, you know, stop being space pacifists. Because that doesn't work in space. More of the Vulcans trying to hold humanity back. We now have upgraded artillery. I think we deal a little more damage now? I don't know. We also have an upgraded hull. I couldn't tell you what's different. We also now have this, which we can just always run. It's just 2.5% more damage. So now we definitely deal a little more damage. I know what this gains. Actually, we can actually see the upgrades in here. So this gains some passives, which are nice. I think it also might gain a little extra shield. No. This, I believe, just gains a little damage. 6970, no. Little range? Reload. Maybe range too? It's hard to tell. Okay, no, it's just faster reload, and I believe they travel a little faster. 425. Yeah, they travel a little faster. They don't tell you what the upgrades do. It's a little annoying. Everything gets upgrades at the same time. So these are better. Couldn't tell you how. This is better. Couldn't tell you how. I think this gains the radar, if I remember right. This gains the funny button. This is a pretty good funny button. These, I don't know. Like, these I believe just gain one extra torpedo. They go to 2x4 instead of 2x3. Yeah. This, I believe, just gains some HP. Yeah. Just some HP gain. It's really nothing special, and you want to equip that on absolutely everything, so it's just free damage. I'm tempted just to do a mega episode as I go over all of this stuff. I feel like that'd be the best way to go about it, but we do have our rewards in here. We got a nice little Black Friday container. You know, we'll pop that open before we move on. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we won't. We didn't. Economic boosters. I mean, I'll still take it. We also have a jack-o'-lantern container to pop open. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a camo that I'll probably never use. Probably won't, but hey, we got some silver. And we have a lit golf container. Or latte golf. I don't know actually what it would be. I have more economic boosters. Which you may have noticed, we can't even use in this mode. So, literally they don't matter right now. But both of these battles, I mean that was 132,000 credits because I died so soon. But this was 401,000 credits. Like... And I topped the team on my first win. Because, yeah, that's for beating it once. Before I forget, though, do I even have any of these missions currently? I do. We can actually earn these in the Borg invasion. So I'll be catching up to where the mission chain should be probably pretty quickly. Because these can be done in the Borg invasion. It's great. I have recruiting station stuff? Why do I have recruiting station stuff? I don't have recruiting station on this character. I'm confused. Oh well. I think I'll mark the end of this episode here. And we'll catch back next time as we'll do the battleship next. I want to save the cruiser for last because it's probably my favorite thing to play in here. I mean, I love this thing. I do want to quickly go over a few things with its equipment before I properly end this off. These are lasers. Ignore them. They say they're for damage. They're not. They have pretty high max damage and pretty high damage to shields, but keep in mind, that is per one laser. This is the damage per one shell. You get 2 shells per turret. So this is 1,800 damage to shields and over 3,000 damage to hull from one turret. Yeah. These are the damage dealing weapon. Unless you look at these. I've not mathed these out. I think it's like 900 damage per 3 seconds. 3.3 seconds. A little over, actually. Per shell. These are funny. Everyone likes to pow. I prefer to pew. With these shields, once we unlock the bonuses to this shield, you'll start to see where this build goes. You kind of want to keep this shield on. You want these guns or these ones. Either works. Your preference, really. I don't think there's a major difference. For the hull, you want this one because you want as much HP as you can get. That is a... this is a super heal. This is a torpedo reload booster. This is a bunch of utility. If you want your destroyer doing a lot of utility, this is the destroyer for you. This is a fleet engine boost. EMP burst just deals damage and makes everything take more damage. This is a radar. You get your smoke screen. Like, it's pretty nice, but you do have the lowest health. But you want this. And then you probably want this one. You don't want these. I have never seen a reason for these. They deal pretty high damage to hull. You know, almost 10,000 damage. It's pretty nice. Except these deal 13,000 damage to hull. And you get 4x3. Here you get 3x1. You get 3 torpedoes. You might think, oh, well, with upgrades. 3x1. 3x1. It doesn't get good enough. This, in fact, gets even better. Like, yeah, this reloads longer, but keep in mind, you're probably going to be running this hull. This is a gunboat. I'm sorry, it's a gunboat. But yeah, now I'm going to actually get things off, because this is already going to be really long. This is going to be probably like the next week is going to be nothing but these videos. So, probably be a video per ship. Because, yeah, and it's probably all going to be recorded today. So, thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here next time. See you then.